So the news came out about a week ago that Joe Biden launched an airstrike against a Shia militia in Syria, and at least 22 people died. He got backlash for that from the people, from average Joes and Janes. Everybody was like, what the hell are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this. This is illegal under U.S. law and international law. You're being a war hawk just like Trump. This isn't why we voted for you. And listen, there was speculation. Aaron Mate made a great point about this. He said he thinks the reason why Biden did it is because he had just released the report that said Saudi Arabia and Mohammed bin Salman, they were responsible for killing Jamal Khashoggi. And this was a sign of like, hey, I know you're mad at me for releasing that report, but I'm still your boy. Here, let me bomb the people who you would want me to bomb. I mean, that's speculation, but it's an educated guess as to what was going on there. So anyway, it was unconscionable. It was terrible. It's evil. It's unconstitutional, illegal. We can go on here. But the media felt the need to do more propaganda for Biden in the wake of that bombing and the backlash. Look at this. This is really something special here because it's so transparent. President Joe Biden called off an airstrike against a second target in Syria last week after a woman and children were spotted in the area, a senior administration official told NBC News. Because of the presence of civilians, only one target was bombed in last week's operation, which came in retaliation for recent rocket attacks on U.S. personnel that the Pentagon blamed on Iranian-backed Shia militias in Iraq, the administration official and a defense official said. The president made the decision to cancel the separate airstrike after military reconnaissance revealed a woman and two children in the courtyard of the intended target, according to the senior administration official. The Biden administration sent a private message to Iran following the strike, the administration official said. Okay, so think about that. NBC News is just doing stenography for the government. So they spoke to officials in the government, and officials in the government from the Biden administration were like, you guys don't even understand, bro. He's so responsible, he's so reasonable that he called off an airstrike because he saw a woman and child, and he's like, who, me? I can't have civilian blood on my hands, so I'm going to make sure that we stop this one. And then everybody stood up and clapped and said, hooray for the humanitarian president! Thank you for not murdering civilians today! Yoo-hoo! The media is supposed to be the watchdog of the powerful. It's supposed to hold them accountable, keep them in check, do adversarial reporting. Instead, like I said, they're doing stenography. What press release would you like for us to do? Biden administration. Well, say that he saved a woman and children. Do that. Okay, we're on it. It's beyond pathetic. And also, it's incredibly transparent. I got a bridge to sell you if you believe this. I do. Because, by the way, the first target, like I said, there was a UK outlet that was reporting that at least 22 people died in this bombing. Do we know who those 22 people are? No. Is it possible that some of them, or maybe most of them, are civilians? It's possible. Certainly. I mean, listen, if the trends hold true, then that is the case. Because Obama had a 90% civilian drone death rate, and then Trump, very similar, and he increased the drone strikes 432%. So, it would be American tradition at this point to willy-nilly bomb targets, and so they're doing some propaganda, I think, to try to get the heat off of him for the first bombing. That's what I think. I think what they're trying to say is, like, they saw the backlash, they sensed the backlash, that people really hated the bombing of Syria, and so they're covering their own ass by saying, no, we're the responsible people, and we don't do indiscriminate murder, we just do regular murder. So, like, clap for me for not killing civilians. I don't even believe you. I think you killed civilians. I don't even believe you. I don't even believe you. So, God, they're so sycophantic, the media is. In the same way that Fox News loved Trump and Republicans, MSNBC and NBC and CNN, they just love corporate Democrats. And they will do propaganda like this all day, every day, where it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. This article was embarrassing, but expect a lot more of it. It's not going to stop. They don't even point out that it was, like, illegal under U.S. law and international law what we did. They don't even point that out. They don't even point out that, like, that they're claiming this was defensive in nature. Defensive in nature? Even if you take their point at face value that, some Shia militias attacked our people in Iraq. I got a good solution for that. Get the fuck out of Iraq. What are we doing in Iraq? What are we still doing there? What are we doing there? You guys said early on, the reason we're there is because we have to kill Saddam Hussein. He's been dead for a long time now. Why are we still there? Why are we there? Oh, we got to be in Afghanistan to kill Osama bin Laden. Mission accomplished. You killed him in Pakistan. Why are we still there? They don't even give you a reason anymore. You're just supposed to assume that it makes sense for us to be there, and then if somebody tries to attack us when we've been occupying a country for 20 years, they're still, by definition, the bad guy, and we're, by definition, the good guy, even though we shouldn't fucking be there. They insult our intelligence on a daily basis, and this is what your media does. This is how bad they are. This is how pathetic they are. They didn't think in this article to point out the fact that we shouldn't be there. We're illegally occupying the country. They didn't even point that out. Oh, yeah, it was defensive for us to do whatever we did. Nonsense. See, that's how you know how biased they are, is that they never bring up international law when it cuts against us. Ever. So they're really propagandists.